Alright, this is part 2. You see what I'm saying here? You see what I'm saying here? Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yes. It's very important that you what? That you what? Stick to your one business. There's a saying in this world: how much money is really enough? It's like, yeah, I get it. Why a lot of businessmen invest their money in a lot of business because they want to make more money. They become money hungry, and they're just obsessed with money. They want to make more money for themselves. But me and VJ are not like these businesses. Me and VJ are God. We have the keys, and so we don't have to worry about losing money and all stuff. Hence why because me and you have the keys, VJ, we're gonna make our easy billions off our movies and merch. We don't need to invest our money in a bunch of business. We have the keys. As it's just the moment you do that, it becomes crazy. Yeah, we'll make more money, but it becomes crazy, and you'll become stressed out because you have to focus on all these businesses, and it becomes crazy. Whereas if you just start Skysers, all I have to do is just focus on my movies, and that's it. Write my script, do my concept arts, get featured on the ad shoots. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, make calls, make 8 things, and that's it. Sign contracts, and that's it. Everything's easy for me and VJ. You know what I'm saying? Everything's easy for me and VJ. Yeah, but going back to the world tour, I'm gonna keep saying this. My starting price range, don't hate me guys, is $25,000 to speak. But chances are I will not be charging $25,000. It depends how much people they are. If there's only like 5,000 people, I would charge like 25 grand to speak. If you charge 5,000 people 10 bucks, 15 bucks, you can make a nice $75,000 for yourself. Easy for it to pay me and the actors $25,000. If there's 10,000 people, I'll charge like 35K around there, 40K. And if there's 15, 20,000 people, I'm going to charge that what? That 45 plus $1,000. 45, 50, 55, $60,000. Probably around $60,000 if it's 20,000 people I'll charge. Me and VJ take like 17 grand and the 43,000 split with the actors. And the actors get a nice like $700 check. Which is nice. They get a nice $700 check. They get a nice check. See what I'm saying here? They get a nice check. They get a nice check. You see what I'm saying here? The actors get a nice check. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? The actors are gonna make a good like $150,000, $200,000 off speaking fees, man. They're gonna make a lot of money, the actors. A lot of money, man. I even really, yeah, man. They're gonna make a lot of money, the actors. For Zayans, they're gonna make like 200. Even the Great Escape actors are gonna make like 100,000 plus off speaking fees, something crazy. But for the Great Escape, you're probably looking at a shorter world tour because it won't have as much buzz as Zanus. It'll have crazy, crazy buzz, but not as much as Zanus, obviously. You're probably looking at like a month and a half of touring. I don't know. I might get interviewed at maybe 40 places for the world tour. So I might make maybe 400, 500K off speaking fees. And the actor will make like, I don't know, 80, 100K off speaking fees around there, right? It just depends on the venue, how much people they are. The more people they are, the higher I charge, the more the actors make. The less people, the lower I charge, the lower amount the actors make. See what I'm saying here? So if it's a place, if it's 20,000 people, the actors will make their like $2,500 around there. If there's like 40,000 people, the actors will make their like $4,000. If there's like 60, 70,000 people, the actors are gonna make their nice $8, 9, $10,000 for speaking, which is a nice paycheck for speaking. Yeah, man. A nice paycheck. It's a nice paycheck, see what I'm saying here? It's a nice paycheck. A very nice paycheck. Yeah, man. It's a nice paycheck, see what I'm saying here? And that's why these actors are gonna beg, oh man, Ivan, your company's so much better than Hollywood, man. But for Hollywood, they don't pay me shit for fucking press conferences. And I made a nice like 100, 150, $200,000 off speaking for your company. Yeah. The actor's gonna make a nice like 200,000. Depends how much places, I don't know. For Zayas, I might get interviewed at 70 places. The actor's gonna make a nice like $180,000, man, for themselves. 70, 60, 200, yeah, man. A nice paycheck they're gonna make, man. Yeah, because on average, you're looking at probably they're gonna make on average like $2,500, $2,400 around there. Well, you do the math. If you interview at 70 places, that's what 100 and like yeah, like $180,000 with because some guaranteed there's gonna be some venues of like 50,000 people. And 50,000 people, I'm gonna charge 100,000 plus to speak, and the actor's gonna make like $4,000, $5,000 each. You do the math, man. They're making a lot of money, man. That's why I'm gonna tell them: make sure you buy a zip bag, a plastic zip bag, and you store all your checks in the zip bag. I'm saying, store all your checks in the zip bag. Store all your checks in the zip bag. That way you what? That way you don't lose your checks. You see what I'm saying here? As if you lose your checks, the venues will not recompensate us. And it's okay, Ivan and VJ, make sure you don't lose your checks. We're not going to repay you. Yeah, if you lose your checks, the venues are not going to recompensate us. And that's why buy like a couple zip bags and store all your checks in zip bags. That way you don't lose your check. You see what I'm saying here? Do that. That way you don't lose a lot of your checks. It's very important that you do that. That way you don't lose your checks. That way you do not lose your checks. You see what I'm saying here? Yeah, but the actors are going to make a lot of money, man. You actors for Zayas, you know what I'm talking about. You can see the future. Yeah, we know Ivan. We're gonna go on that. Yeah, you guys know I'm gonna go on that world tour. Guaranteed. A lot of people all over Europe, Canada, and America are gonna call my office and they're gonna yeah, we want to interview you. You're Ivan and the actors. Okay. Ivan's more than happy to speak, but for a fee, for price, obviously, for a fee. You know what I'm saying? You okay? How much is he charging? Okay, I'm gonna tell the secretaries. Tell the people. Okay, how much people will you guys have at the venue? I don't know. We're gonna have 20,000 people at the venue. Okay. Are you gonna ask them if I'm gonna tell the secretaries? Ask the people. Are you guys charging the fans to come to the venue? Yeah, we're gonna charge them. Okay. If you're gonna, how much are you charging? We'll charge them $10. Okay. If you charge them $10, Ivan will speak for $60,000. It's a good deal. You get your 140. Ivan gets his $6,000. If you're charging $20, Ivan will charge $120,000 to speak. You get your what? You get your your 380, and Ivan gets his 120. You see what I'm saying? You get your 280, Ivan gets his 120. Sorry, my math is off. You get your 280, Ivan gets his 120. That's the deal. If you charge the fans $20, guys, I'm gonna charge you more money because you're gonna make more money off my success. I'm gonna charge more money. If it's a venue of 30,000 people and they charge $20, obviously, the venue is making $600,000. I will be charging what? $40,000 to speak. You get your what? You get your four what? Your 460, whatever it is. I get my 140. You see what I'm saying? That's a fair deal. If you're gonna have a venue with 3,000 people, you're gonna charge them $20. You're gonna make $600,000 for yourself. I want a nice $150,000 of that, worth of that money. I'll charge like $150,000 to speak. If I charge $1,000, I will take home $50K, and then me and VJ take home $50K, and the $100K split with the actors. And the actors take home like $8,000 each, $7,000 each, whatever it is, which is nice for the actors. So you see what I'm saying? Even though I am greedy, I'm generous. I'm giving the actors a nice piece of the pie. If I charge the venue $150,000, me and VJ take $50K for ourselves, a nice $50,000, and the $100K is split with the 16 people coming with me. So Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, the head of production, and like the 11 actors, the 12 actors, and then Peter Jackson and Guillermo del Toro, the split with all those guys, and they make their nice like $7,000 each for speaking, which is nice. Even though it's nothing compared to how much we made, we made $50K. They got a nice like $6,000-7,000 check, which is nice for speaking. Because my interviews on average are all going to be on average about 2 hours long. After 2 hours, the interview ends. And after the interview, I'm more than happy to take pictures with the fans, obviously. Hey Ivan, after you what? After you do the interview, the fans are gonna want to take pictures with you guys. Okay, yeah, I'm more than happy. We're all happy. We're all more than happy to take pictures with a lot of fans and sign stuff, obviously. Because some people might bring my Zane's book. They might want me to sign the Zane's book. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The posters are gonna want me because I'm gonna release the posters a good like month after filming's completed. I'm gonna release the posters. So like going out World 2 a lot, some of the fans will have the posters. They're gonna want me to sign their posters. They're gonna want me to take pictures with the fans. You have this thing, you have this line. The actor, all the fans are lined up and they take pictures with me, my wife, and the actors for Zanus. And then after that's over, we go in the office with the organizer and he pays us. Okay, Ivan, you know what I'm saying? How do you want to split your $150,000? Okay, sign a $50,000 check for me and VJ. And then split the 16 people that came with me, 17 people split the $100,000 with those guys. They get a nice $6,000 each. Take a calculator, divide 100K divided by 16, and you get the number. And you give everyone an equal check. Make sure everyone gets an equal check. They get an equal check. So it's 100 people and 16 people. 100,000. It's 100,000 or 16 people. That's about like 6,000 each, 7,000 each around there. If my math is right. Around there, right? $5,000 each around there. If my math is right. 100,000 divided by 16. You do the math, guys. I don't know what it is. It's somewhere around $5,000 each around there. 5 times 10 is 50. 20, 100. Yeah, it's about. They're all getting a nice like $5,000 check. Which is nice. So even though me and Vijay took home $50K, the actors took home a nice $5,000 check, which is nice. $4,800 check. It's a nice paycheck, man. It's a nice paycheck for speaking for 2 hours. At the end of the day, me and Vijay are the main show, hence why we're taking the majority chunk of the pie. Well, I'm nice enough to give the actors a good piece of the pie, a nice like $5,000 to speak, which is nice. It's nice to make $5,000 for speaking. It's a nice paycheck, man. It's a nice paycheck. It's a nice paycheck, you see what I'm saying here? It's a nice fucking paycheck. It's a nice fucking paycheck, see what I'm saying here? It's a nice paycheck. The only way I'll charge like 200,000 plus is if they have what? If they have like 50,000 plus people, I will charge $200,000 minimum. Because the moment you have 50,000 fans, you're making a lot of money. If you charge the fans 10 each, you just made $500K for yourself. I want a nice $200,000 of that. You see what I'm saying? They can easily afford. Hey guys, you take your 300, I take the 200. It's fair. I can easily be greedy and charge you half the tech and take half the take. I'm not gonna do that. I'll be generous. You take your 300, I take the $200,000. If I make $200,000, me and VJ will take home like I don't know 60,000 around there, and then the 130,000 split with the actors, and the actors make a nice like 7,000 each around there, 7,000 each around there, 8,000 each they make. So even though me and VJ took home $60K, the actors got a nice like $7,000 check each. You see what I'm saying here? So I'm greedy, but I'm generous. I'm not cheap. So I'm saying I'm giving the actors a nice piece of the pie. But me and VJ take the majority of the pie because we're the main show. We're king, queen. We're King and Queen. We're the main show. The whole world's going crazy about that movie because of me and VJ mainly. Those actors are my stars, obviously. They're excited for them too, but they're more excited to see me, so I'm saying, and VJ. And that's why we're taking the big chunk of the pie. We're the main event. And that's why, what? We take the majority of the pie. Because the only reason why these actors are experiencing that kind of success is because of me and VJ. It's an Ivan and VJ movie. That's why we deserve the majority of the pie. Because the actors are your stars and the experience that glory with you, they deserve a nice piece of the pie. Give them a nice piece of the pie, you know what I'm saying? But don't let them rip you off. You know what I'm saying? And some of the actors might be a bit angry, though. Ivan and VJ are taking a good chunk of the pie. They won't be angry, though, because I'm giving them a good chunk of the pie. They're gonna appreciate me. Ivan, thank you, man. You're generous. You're giving us a nice piece of pie. Yeah, I'm giving you a nice piece of the pie. If I charge the venue $100,000, I'm only gonna take $30,000, and then you guys can take the 70,000 split with you guys. And you guys make your nice like 4,000 each, which is nice. Nice check for speaking. It's a nice check for speaking, Jim Zanger. It's a nice check. Hence why everyone around the world wants to work for my company. But C-list people are out. I'm only hiring Hollywood people. Sorry, guys. For the crewmen, I only want Hollywood crewmen. When I pull out the ads, I'm not even going to put out resumes for the crewmen. I'm going to have, for Zayas, I'm going to put out an ad. I want all the crewmen who worked on Lord of the Rings to work for my movie. And I'll find the crewmen. They're all going to sign up, and my secretaries will give them a call. Congratulations, you're going to be signed on for this movie. You fly all those guys in, and you pay them. They sign a nice $150,000 contract, or $200,000, $220,000, $270,000 contract. The supervisors, obviously. And then for the Gracie movie, I'm gonna put out an ad for the John Wick crewman and what, the John Wick crewman and James Bond crewman to work for my company. I'll find them. They're all gonna sign up, obviously. Whereas C-list people are not allowed to work for my company, obviously. And I only want Hollywood actors. C-list actors are out. So all these actors who do independent shows and movies in Australia, New Zealand, Canada, America, Europe, England, and all that stuff, those people are all out. I'm only hiring Hollywood actors. If you want to get the best quality for your movie, you have to hire what? The best of the best. And the Hollywood actors don't come cheap, but for a more expensive price, you get better quality. If you want to get movies on the same level as Hollywood, you have to hire the Hollywood actors. You can't hire C-list actors, otherwise you're not going to get as good acting. You see what I'm saying? As C-list actors, no offense, are not the greatest actors. Trust me, when you watch Hollywood movies and you watch C-list movies, you see a huge difference in the acting. C-list actors are not as good actors, whereas the Hollywood actors are much better actors. They're professional, well-trained actors. They're the best of the best. You see what I'm saying? They're the best of the best, man. Yeah, man, they're good. And they're the only, hence why they're worth their millions. Because they're big actors, they're professional actors. They know how to what? Act so well on the screen. They're amazing actors. Hence why I'm only hiring Hollywood actors to work for my company, obviously. You want to get a movie on the same level as James Bond, you got to hire the big stars. Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, you want to get good acting, an amazing movie. Paul Bettany, Javier Bardem, John Krasinski. If you want to get good acting, you got to hire those elite actors in Hollywood. But those actors in Hollywood don't come cheap. As a Hollywood actors would not work for my movie for $100,000. No way. They would demand millions. If you want Skyscraper to be the biggest brand entertainment company in the industry, you need to pay the actors their millions. More than even what Hollywood pays on average. You see what I'm saying here? If you have big budgets, like $300 million budgets for your salaries, for your movies, you have enough money you have more than enough money. If you have big budgets, like $660 million budgets, you have more than enough money to bring on Hollywood actors for a movie, to hire Hollywood actors for a movie. You can pay them their millions. They're rich millions. They're rich 40, 30, 25, 16, you know what I'm saying? 25, 11, 10, 9, 3, 2, you know what I'm saying? $5 million salary. If you pay these actors that kind of money, these Hollywood actors you now have enough money to bring on Hollywood actors. As Hollywood actors don't come cheap, they're gonna ask for millions. Hollywood actors would never do a movie for me for $200,000. No, they would demand a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? If my company paid the actors shitty money, all the Hollywood actors would rather work in Hollywood than work for my company because what? Yeah, Ivan's fucking cheap. He's only paying me like 500K. Hollywood's better than Ivan's company. Yeah, if you want your company to be better than Hollywood, you got to pay these actors on amount of money. Pay the B-listers 2 to 4.9, the rising stars 5 to 8.9. If you do that, you're not going to easily compete with Hollywood. Pay the small A-listers 9 to $50.9 million, and you pay the bigger ones 16 to $30.9 million, and you pay them two bonuses. You pay them a pre-signing bonus, and you pay them a post-filming bonus, which is nice. See what I'm saying? You pay them a lot of money. If you pay them that kind of money, you're now easily competing with Hollywood. Hence why Skyscraper will be the biggest one brand in the entertainment industry. As my company will beat out Disney, Warner Bros., Universal, Paramount, Lionsgate, Netflix, and Sony Columbia's Pictures. The big five. The big five are Universal, Disney, Fox, Paramount, and Warner Bros. Those are the big five companies. But you now have Netflix. Netflix is big. Netflix is pretty much part of the big five now because Netflix is big, man. And you also have Sony, Columbia's Pictures. Sony's big too. Sony, Columbia's Pictures is also big. Yeah, you have the big seven companies. And then Lionsgate is big, but it's not as big as those other companies. But Lionsgate is also big too. A lot of big budget movies are funded by Lionsgate. See what I'm saying? What's that movie called? The Hunger Games is Lionsgate. Lionsgate is Lionsgate. See what I'm saying? That's what launched Jennifer Lawrence's career. The Hunger Games. Remember that? Yeah. If you want to bring on all the big A-listers in Hollywood like Keanu Reeves, Will Smith, Dwayne Johnson, those actors don't come cheap. You have to pay them a lot of money. You have to pay them the millions. If you pay them like 40, 45, 48, 50 million, 60 million bucks with the bonuses, you can now have enough. You can now afford to bring on those big actors for your movie. As those actors will gladly do a movie for you for 40, 48, $50 million, $55 million with the bonuses, right? They will gladly do a movie for you for $36 million, $4 million. Yeah, because you're paying them a lot of money. You're now easily competing with Hollywood. You want to bring guys like Mark Wahlberg on your movie, Natalie Portman, you have to pay those actors. They're going to demand a lot of money. They're expensive actors. You have to have a big budget. That way you can afford to pay them their rich salary and their bonuses. Pay them the rich salary and their rich bonuses for filming. See what I'm saying? In other words, when I fly in all those big stars for my movie, I'm going to be a bit intimidated a little bit. Holy shit, this is Keanu Reeves just walked into my office. Holy shit. I grew up watching this fucking guy from Matrix, Constantine, John Wick, and now I'm flying him on my jet. And I'm paying this big actor his salary, man, his multi-million-dollar rich salary, because I'm king now. But even though I'm going to be a bit in awe of seeing these actors, I am bigger than them. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, even though Ben Affleck and Scarlett Johansson and Keanu Reeves are so big, they're not me. I'm the son of God. I'm much bigger than them. You see what I'm saying here? VJ's bigger than all those actors. VJ will be a bit shocked. Holy shit, Ivan. We just signed Scarlett Johansson and Keanu Reeves. Those actors are big. These are powerful actors in the industry. We just signed them to a huge deal, yeah. Keanu Reeves got his rich like $59.5 million deal. Ben Affleck got his rich like $46.5 million deal. Scarlett Johansson got her rich like $47.5 million deal, yeah. More than even what we're paying these actors their fucking salary, man, out of our pocket, yeah, man. I am paying Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck, the rich millions out of me VJ's pocket, man. We're fucking boss, man. We're flying them on our jet. You know what I'm saying? We're paying the bills. We're paying their salary. We're funding the movie project, the unheard of technology movie for the Great Escape movie. We're feeding them. We're accommodating them. They're staying in a luxury hotel. Limo service for them. Yeah, we're the boss, man. We're paying the bills. That's why nobody's getting a piece of me VJ's royalties, because we're the ones paying the bills. You know what I'm saying? Me and VJ are the ones paying the bills. Hence why nobody's getting a piece of me VJ's royalties. So to keep the big actors happy, you got to pay them a big bonus. Pay them two bonuses. Pay them a post-filming bonus and a pre-signing bonus. A pre-filming bonus. Pay them a signing bonus and pay them a post-filming bonus. That way you keep the big A's actors happy and they don't get angry at you. See what I'm saying? Yeah. You need to pay them a lot of money. John Krasinski, pay him his rich $32 million the way he's not angry at you. If you pay him his rich $32 million and you give him nice perks, you give him his nice commercial money, $40,000 worth of nice pocket money for himself. He'll agree that you pay for his feeding and his living. He stays at a nice luxury hotel. Give him his limo service, so they won't be angry. You give him his nice $2,000 gift card, his $300 gas card. He won't be angry because you're paying him a lot of money. You pay John Krasinski $13 million. He'll accept my deal, obviously. He'll work hard for you because what? He's getting a nice, I don't know, $6 million check after taxes in his bank. After taxes, the rates in his agent, he's getting a nice, like, $6 million check in his bank. You see what I'm saying? Which is a nice 5.8 $6 million check in his bank. It's a nice paycheck. He will not be angry. Yeah, he's not making as much money as the bigger Acers, but he got a nice check in the bank. A $6 million check after taxes is a nice check in the bank. As in Hollywood, most small Acers don't make that money. They make like what, $5-6 million per movie. After taxes, they make what, like $2.8 million after in their bank. Which is a show of money, obviously, but it's not $6 million. See what I'm saying? John Krasinski's making a lot of money. Paul Bettany's making a lot of money. He's making his $4-point-something million. $4.5 million, $4.4 million. Paul Bettany's making. It's a lot of money. As in Hollywood, he doesn't make that on average. He probably makes $3 million per movie. See what I'm saying? Yeah, we have to pay them a lot of money. That's why my Scorsese company will blow all out of the water, man. Yeah, man. Once Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck, I don't know, they experience my ad shoots, they get featured on the Ad Shoots of Me VJ, the people put makeup on them, you have this professional studio. They got sponsored with their nice top high-end clothing, nice like high-end clothing, high-end shoes, nice suits. Like, holy shit, Ivan's company's better in Hollywood. Ivan just sponsored me with a nice like $3,000 suit. You know what I'm saying? And they wear their nice suits, their nice dress shoes, and the people put makeup on them. Okay, guys, okay, Scarlett Johansson, lean on Keanu Reeves. VJ, lean on Ivan, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? John Krasinski's wife, lean on John Krasinski. The wife actor, right, in the movie for John Krasinski's wife, lean on John Krasinski. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Lean on, and you get this professional ad shoot. Yeah, it's featured on the website, featured on the billboard in front of my building. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Featured on my billboard in the front of the building. Featured on my billboard in front of the building. Obviously, in front of my building, obviously, and around the city. Like, holy shit, Ivan's company is better than fucking Hollywood. Yeah, Hollywood has like cheap sets, cheap studio sets, and Ivan like rented the best photography studio equipment ever in the best photography studio equipment in Vancouver. I'm going to tell my 17, call the top-notch photography studio, find a top-notch photography studio in Vancouver, and that's where I'll be doing all my shoots. The first year with the 17, and the second year with all the actors for the Great Escape movie. You're looking at top, you see Paul Bettany featured, Javier Bardem featured, yeah, all the couples who are in the movie featured. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're all featured in the movie. Because the only major characters in the Great Escape movie will be the big three A-list actors. So Keanu Reeves, Ben Affleck, Scarlett Johansson, Paul Bettany, Javier Bardem, me, VJ are the leads, obviously. And then the 6 couples, those are the major characters of the story. Whereas everyone else are all minor characters. The minor characters do not get featured with me on the action because they're not my stars. They're the stars of your movie, but they're minor characters. Minor characters are not really the stars of your movie, you see what I'm saying? Whereas the major characters, or pretty major characters, are the stars of your movie. So Javier Bardem will be a pretty major character. He will be the star of my movie. That's why he's also going to be featured with me in the actors for the actor. And you get this nice, like a couple days later, the picture gets the web designer codes the picture. It gets featured on our website. Like, holy shit! Look at Ivan sign these stars. You see, I'm gonna hang in the billboard from my building. Holy shit! Ivan signed Keanu Reeves. You see me and VJ Keanu Reeves featured on the ad sheets. These actors like, holy shit! Sky Source is better in Hollywood. This is a top-notch professional shoot. Yeah. The actors are featured on my website. They're featured on the billboards around Vancouver City. I'm gonna put like 2-3 billboards around the city in Vancouver for a good like 2 months. So it costs a good like $40,000, easy affordable. Put it in the city around Vancouver for a good 3 months. That way, 2 months. That way everyone sees. Put the ad shoot pictures in Vancouver for a good 2 months, and then when we do the next ad shoot, I change the pictures. So the next pictures that are featured are going to be the second ad shoot pictures that are featured in my billboard. You change it up. That way what? The draws you guys in. If you want your company to look more professional, you got to have nice ad shoots feature on your website. That way you have a professional company. You see what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing. Turn this camera off here.